Welcome to Florida Men on Florida Man with Josh Mills and Wayne McCarty, the podcast where Floridians discuss the legends and lore and crazy stories that always seem to take place in Florida. Hello from a spooky, haunted, spooky library.
Yeah, I was really concerned at this upcoming date
That's right.
because I'm anti-spooky,
You've always been that way.
anti-spooktivist.
Right.
You haven't even opened your eyes since we got in here.
I've been trying not
Yeah,
to.
you've been having your eyes closed the whole
that
time.
Elmer's glue.
We-
Weak.
He actually glued his eyes shut, and then we had an elderly fellow that we hired on Craigslist to kind of
Hey,
guide him.
TJ.
Yeah.
TJ
You
to
wanna
guide
come in
Josh
here?
around the library.
Yeah, he played. You know, you guys watched the Daredevil series Stick. He played that.
That's
we
right.
We got him.
Yeah.
TJ
We
the
flew him
Stick.
in.
Yeah.
So
I was
he's
hoping
here.
for Electra.
We have a lot of celebrities in the house tonight, actually.
Well, we could have told you it was her. You wouldn't have known because your eyes are
That's
closed.
true. Yeah, but I'm all hands, baby.
He is all hands. And this library, so a lot of people reach out and they say, hey, come investigate this for Halloween.
Yeah.
Come investigate my family's
Yeah, my underwear.
farmhouse. My underwear, yeah. And we finally chose this place as a prime investigation spot for Halloween. There's been a lot of spooky reports here, books flying off the shelf. Supposedly, someone passed away here from natural causes. And so we brought our spooktacular Halloween special here.
We do believe that they were spooked to death.
Yes.
though,
Right.
Right?
Right.
Like they're not the hauntee or
They're
the
the
haunter.
haunted. They're the haunted.
They're the haunted, yeah.
And that's what we're worried about, man. We have a history on this show. of
Haunted,
doing-
not hunted, is what we like to say.
Right. And we've
Yeah.
said that since Jan 6th.
Yeah.
And I think that, man, honestly, dude, like, I don't like to dabble in the spooky, but I will say, like, we've locked ourselves in here. We are on hour 1 of 12.
Yep.
And Josh brought his Luigi board
Yeah.
to see what we can conjure. Delgado, what did you bring to make it spooky?
I brought up myself.
That's right. You
Yeah.
brought yourself.
Yep. And there's a mask over there, and I'm gonna scare you guys later on.
Dang it.
What about you said you do a killer T-Pain.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that too, to scare you. But you have to close your eyes first,
Okay, go ahead.
so you don't see it coming.
All right, go.
Bye.
And that's how it ends.
Okay, yeah.
Bye.
Please.
All right. This is fun so far. Delgado brought spooky headlines from all over the country, Josh.
Yeah.
I think.
Can I have a
I got
sip
one
of
in- one in
the,
Pakistan, too.
From
the
Pakistan?
The tiny cinnamon
Holy
bottle.
crap.
My man gets me.
He knows what it is.
Like I didn't even have to say the code word.
It's crazy that he knew exactly what you wanted.
Wow.
Can you slide it through the
Books,
shelves?
yeah. I'd like to check out Fireproof.
There
We were
it
meant to be
is.
courageous.
Close enough.
Isn't Fireproof a Christian movie?
Yeah. My favorite part is that
When he goes into the fire and he doesn't die because God saves him.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he's a fireman.
Yeah.
But she's supposed to catch him looking at naughty stuff on the computer, but it's boats.
Oh,
yeah.
'Cause they didn't want to use porn.
Right.
So they
it's
had to
like-
use boats.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's got a freak fetish. Maybe that would get.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was gonna say, dude. Is like, I mean, for some people it may be, the prawn. Other folks it's boats.
Yeah.
Whatever floats them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. It tastes like it's got alcohol in it.
It's yeah.
Wait a minute. Be careful with that, bro. That's mouthwash.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. It's whiskey. Yep. Sorry. I'm new to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you can't light a cigarette in your mouth for the next 3 hours, or else
That's
it'll
good. Yeah. Okay. let me take
explode.
another sip.
Your mouth will
Have you
explode.
seen the movie Backdraft?
No,
It's about that.
it's
Mel-
about
Mel
you drink
Gibson.
Fireball and then
Mhm.
it explodes in your mouth.
Oh yeah, and they couldn't warn people fast enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just people's
No.
yeah.
Yep.
And the guy kept saying he's gonna get his back blown out, and then it would just explode out of the back
I
of
think
his
that's a
head.
different movie.
It was Kurt Russell and Backdraft.
Is that why that guy outside said that to you earlier?
TJ, TJ the stick,
Yeah.
TJ the cane. All right,
TJ Stickman.
are you ready for spooky headlines?
Yeah. You ever seen?
Wait,
one of
did
these
you bring
before?
it?
Yeah.
My phone won't connect to Wi-Fi, so I have to use
Wow.
this. You ever seen one of these before?
Yeah.
I don't want to look at it anymore. It makes me uncomfortable.
Oh no!
Show Josh.
I don't want to look at it either.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Ready for headlines?
Think so.
All right, here we go. 3,
Uh-huh.
2,
All right, guys. Well, we got some spooky headlines for you here today, not
Yes.
just from Florida, but from all around the U.S. We even got one international spooky headline.
Come on.
And so I'm excited to share these with you guys.
That's good. They can't cross oceans, right?
Right.
Ghosts.
Ghosts cannot cross
No,
oceans.
yeah, they're not allowed in international waters.
Yeah. Well, question: what if like a plane goes down?
That's a great point.
If a plane crashes on the border,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
nobody sees it.
right?
How
Does it-
far can a ghost swim to shore is what Josh is trying to say.
I would say about
Thank you.
666 miles.
Oh wow.
I don't
That's why they
like
use
that
that
number.
number.
Yeah.
I don't like that number.
That's why that number is bad, is because it's a number of miles that a ghost can swim in international waters before it evaporates.
That's so crazy, dude.
Oh,
So
it's
you,
at
you
the
have to always
acidity,
be within
yeah.
666 miles of international waters in order to
That's
be
why
safe.
we live so far inland.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
MH370 that crashed out in Taiwan.
We think they crashed.
Yeah.
We're safe though.
No, oh yeah, no. That's they're gonna haunt those countries,
Right.
and that's their problem.
But they
Yeah.
can't step ground on America. You can't step foot on American soil.
No, impossible.
Yeah,
But
it's
can
not-
fish see ghosts? This is the question I wanted to ask.
Can fish see ghost?
Can fish see water?
Yeah, you're right. Fudge. Can they see water or fudge? That's the question.
No, right. I don't think they can see either.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. All right. Well, I got got some headlines for you guys.
yeah.
Okay, so the first one is a little bit lighthearted. It's
Okay.
fun. It's funny. But it could be spooky for some people that feel, they're a little bit unsure of what's out there. You know what I
Right,
mean? We
right.
always think,
Yeah.
are we the only people around here? There's a lot of stuff about UFOs, UAPs now.
Right.
You know what UAP stands for?
No. What's a UAP?
United Arab Peninsula.
Yep. United Aerial
okay.
Peninsula.
Yep.
But Ring is actually Ring, the doorbell camera company,
Yep.
is actually trying to help people maybe find a little bit more security, not just in what's
What is this,
locally
an
around
ad?
here, but what's happening out there.
Did you
I
just
see what
do
you're
their whole
saying.
slogan?
Yeah, I think Well, I mean, if they want to reach out and pay me some money, that's fine too. But Ring has actually a competition right now for people who catch aliens on their doorbell camera.
Really?
Yes. So Ring is doing a competition right
Okay.
now for $1 million for anyone that submits camera footage on their doorbell camera of aliens. So they say here, whether it's a video of an extraterrestrial walking or flying up your driveway and asking for directions, or an unidentifiable life form exhibiting unusual and extraordinary behavior in your backyard, submit your best footage.
That's crazy.
Okay.
So,
$1
I mean,
million
obviously,
bucks from Ring.
yeah.
Do they get the rights to it, or can I also sell that
I see what you're saying.
to
And
tabloids?
you carve it out in the contract.
I think that they get the footage, yeah, and they get to do what they want.
Yeah,
with
But
it.
see, then I'm a no.
that's the thing I was going to
I'm a
say,
no for
because
me, dog.
the money you would get from the tabloids, from
Sally
whoever,
Jesse Raphael,
Sally Jesse Raphael,
Yep.
Rita Springer,
Whoopi Goldberg.
Ricky Lake.
Both.
Mark,
No,
yep.
they both. Drew Barrymore.
would give
Mark Wahlberg.
You would get a lot more money
yeah,
from them
the
than you
wa-
would Ring.
the Wahlburger. They would make a UFO burger after you. I hear.
Well, okay, this is what I'm wondering though, dude. Like, why is
Are
this
UFOs burger shaped? Yes.
Yep.
this guy? He gets it, man. He finishes my sentences.
Well, there's going to be fakes, right? Like, obviously.
Well, there's gonna be,
obvious.
and I think that may be the real
Yeah.
ploy.
right.
Is what are they? If they tell people you're gonna get $1 million to
Yes.
send us their footage,
Sure.
they're gonna get a ton of footage.
Yeah.
So my brain goes to, what are they really looking for? Like, what
Right.
are they really after?
Okay, but Ring can access that raw data, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Like they go.
They
you
always
know-
get it raw. Yeah.
Yeah, they get it raw. Ring
Right.
gets it raw
Yeah.
and first.
Well, they
So
always say that raw D. Data.
Raw data. Yeah.
Right. Right.
So Ring's going to take that raw data and they're going to be like, okay, you put an alien on top of it.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I can see that you superimpose an alien.
Thank you. Yeah.
Right.
Superimposes the word.
Or
I was
just
looking for.
costumes, Just costumes.
Oh, I didn't even
and
think about that.
practical
I'm so,
effects.
I'm
man.
so high
We're just
tech.
so like in this like VFX world. We don't even think about practical effects anymore. But
That's,
That's what I'm
that's a
hoping
conversation
ghosts
for another
are.
time, though.
here's the thing. I would be really upset if I found out that I found like a real life alien footage. I give it to Ring for $1 million,
Play on Playboy.
and the CEO sells it to somebody else for like $2 million.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Then I'm upset.
He's like,
Yeah.
I got to make 100% profit.
Yeah, like where's my agent at? In
Yeah.
this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No
You
one's
don't
looking
have
out for
none.
the little guy out here, man.
No, except for everybody who owns a Ring camera.
Yeah.
They're looking for
Yeah,
little guys.
guilty.
Looking
Yeah.
for all the little guys.
All the little guys.
All of us do. Though.
Yeah. That's a great headline, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're chill.
it's a fun one. Okay. Second one gets a little bit more spooky, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thinking about we're talking about the unknown. We're talking about some futuristic
Dragons.
stuff. So this one is pretty interesting. Futurist predicts. So I guess it's a scientist that studies the future.
Right, a psychic.
Yep. They believe that human technology is getting to the point where immortality will be available to humans within the next 8 years.
Dude, that's not bad.
Digital technology. So through virtual technology, whether it's AI, whether it's VR, that sometime within the next 8 years, humans will be able to achieve some sort of immortality.
So this sinful body
Right.
Goes into the grave, and you would upload me into a cloud, you're saying?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You ever seen the movie Transcendence with Johnny Depp?
Yes, or
Yeah.
San Junipero Black Mirror episode.
So you're saying a futurist watched Black Mirror,
Yep.
I think,
and now he's making headlines.
I guess that's the question, man. I want to ask you guys: is someone approaches you in 8 years, and they say, "Hey, look, you're passing. Unfortunately, I'm about to kill you."
Oh yeah,
But
take me,
I can
baby.
I can upload you, everything about you, into the cloud, so you will
Mhm.
technically live forever. Would you take them up on that?
Yeah, man. It's tough.
I don't want to live right now. Why would I want to live forever?
Right.
Yeah, I'd rather be haunting stuff.
Right. Well, it sounds like very anti-ghost to me, doesn't
Right.
it?
Yeah, he's anti-ghost.
Yeah. He doesn't get into international waters at all.
I think that there is a part of me, man, that feels like they would somehow manipulate my data.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, like
I
to
mean,
make you ugly.
the thing is,
right.
the way this article is talking, it's like, it's not, I don't think it, I don't know. Maybe some people out there are like, oh, I don't know. But I don't think it is you. You know what I mean? I think it's an AI
This guy.
trained
To be you.
to act you. So really,
Ship of
you're
Theseus.
gone, right?
Yeah, it's the ship of Theseus, whatever
Yes,
it is.
it is.
Yeah.
You're gone, but to people around you that might have known you, you're still there.
They can still talk to you.
They can still talk to you because there's an AI program that
like
Okay.
the other Black
assumed your
Mirror
personality.
episode.
100. So one of
Sad
my,
one.
I had 18 aunts most of my life,
Ooh.
and
Well, if you go up the genealogical thing, that's the total.
right.
Yeah.
And
to what's his name?
what?
What's the
Uncle
your
Beryl at the
ancestor?
top?
Uncle Beryl, yeah,
At
it
the
was
top.
Adam, Eve, Uncle Beryl.
Right. Yeah, and so my great aunt is Jezebel. When she passed, before she passed, she told us like, "I'm gonna leave you a voicemail on your phone so that you can
that's
so
so
that I'm
sweet.
always with
Yep.
you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I can call this number right now if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And my aunt Jezebel
Who's
would
paying for that though?
AT&T
Oh.
sponsored it. And so my fear is
A lot of
that 'cause-
sponsorships this
Do
episode.
it.
right.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I mean,
for
just
the-
dial it out real fast.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
just hear it.
You want to hear my great? That's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Just dial this out real fast. I'm dialing the number now. And I'm putting it up to the phone.
Yeah,
Yeah, you hear it. Yep.
this is a heartfelt message.
Hey, it's me, Jezebel. I miss you. I died from smoking.
Why's your mouth moving?
Why does your aunt sound like Borat?
I don't,
Why
I
did
don't
she say
know.
she-
It was, listen, I'm
Oh,
just saying
that's
it's
sad,
emotional
dude.
for me.
That's sad. You're right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
I'm
It's
sad.
emotional for me. Okay, but here's my thing.
Yeah.
No one can manipulate that. That's my aunt.
Yeah,
However,
no,
with that
nobody.
being said,
Yeah.
if I see what you're saying, if someone uploads you to a cloud,
Mhm.
what if the AI gets it wrong, and then
Oh,
your
yeah.
family tunes in to see you, your family tunes in to be,
and your face is melted.
or I'm ordering like pineapple pizza instead of ham pizza.
Yeah. Or I've got like a
Oh,
weird
God.
fascination with like
Feet,
little
little
trains.
feet.
Yes,
Mhm.
Oh,
turtle feet,
man,
little
it
hands.
just-
Turtle
yeah.
feet, trains. Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we unanimously against this?
Yeah. I don't think I'll get uploaded.
What if they pay you? You know how when
What
you're
if
like,
I'm dead.
all right, you know how when you're getting old,
Yeah.
and then you got those people like, hey, just sign your mortgage over to me, and we'll take care of your house. Right?
Oh, yes.
It's one of those things.
House
And
capital
then-
H.
And then they put you to work
Come
after you
on.
pass.
So on the
Yeah.
screen, I'm just like simming.
Yeah.
Like you turn me on, my kids are like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I want to see Dad," and
Yeah,
I'm just
and
like,
it's just like,
"Can't talk right now.
I gotta
I'm back
make
at-
bricks.
I'm at the fish
I gotta
factory.
make mud bricks.
Yeah, I'm making mud bricks. I see what you're saying.
You know, it'd be
man.
cool. I want them to upload me, and I can just be like, like a blank slate, and people, you know what I mean?
Draw
Like,
on
like
you,
Meta. You
chalkboard.
seen they did this where
Come
they
on.
like upload like Dwayne Wade, and he can be like a personal trainer.
Come on, man.
I want them to like give me like a real like ripped body and let me be like somebody's personal trainer.
That's pretty cool.
But it's my personality. I'm still like kind of a little funny.
During
whatever.
COVID, I accidentally fell in love with one of the Peloton trainers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Romantically, it was this whole thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he told me towards the end, he was like, "Man, like, look,
Yeah.
you're not
no,
getting."
No, he was handsome though.
He's like, "You're not getting fit physically. You're getting fit mentally. But that's
Yeah.
not what you pay me for." He let me
Yeah.
go. He let me go.
Yeah. Wow, man.
And
That-
so
that's beautiful.
I'm just wrapping it up by saying, like, if I had an AI version of him, I'd probably work out more often.
Yeah.
You need that.
Guys, we're sorry. Doug got his PS5
Yeah.
just locked up. So
So we lost the headline here.
I got it back.
He's back. Okay, he's back.
Okay, last one. This one's from international waters. Okay, so no
Oh, I don't
ghosts
want
out here.
that.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Okay. So police have figured out a illegal organ harvesting ring in Pakistan.
No.
This man went to the doctor
Where are they harvesting them?
and
Organs.
learned that someone had stolen his kidney. So he was feeling a little bit sick. He's like,
Dude,
man,
I saw this on
I need to go to the
Snopes.
doctor. And he ended up going to the doctor, and they're like, your kidney's missing.
Your kidney's gone.
Yep.
How do you
some-
know he had one though? Is there like a dent?
I see what you're saying. Like
like-
it's like sucked in on the side.
Yeah,
yeah.
like a slice mark.
He was always leaning to the left.
He
a
lifts
little
his
bit.
shirt up and he goes, "Look
yeah,
at this
there's a
conflict.
dotted. They're dotted
Look
line.
at this half pipe on my rib cage."
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something here.
I know
promise.
anatomy.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
So
I would think, oh, this guy's born one kidney.
Right. But then they find out that there's more folks that have missing
Yeah, they
organs.
went to the dentist and
yeah, so I guess what the idea is here is they get people in hospitals and they say, hey, you don't have to pay for hospital care. We'll take care of you at your house.
that's not a bad gig.
So private, they're
Not
like, well, I'm
bad.
a private doctor. I'll take care of you at your house.
No way.
And then they take you to your house, and then they put you under. Say, I'm gonna take care of you. I'll do
Wow.
your surgery.
They rearrange
And
the
they
guts.
and they rearrange the guts.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Josh knows
then-
about that. rearranging the
Yeah,
guts.
I've been there, baby.
And then you wake up and one
I
of
go
the guts
deep.
one of the guts is missing.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, this brings me to my question. Before we discuss
Hold
this,
on. This brings me to my question.
go ahead, because it's probably the same question.
So you go to the hospital for
Yeah.
a broken foot.
Yeah.
Some guy in like a doctor's coat's like, hey, I'll take care of this at your house.
I can do it for cheaper.
Yeah, at your house.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Right.
So he walks you home
Yes.
with your broken foot.
Arm in arm.
Well,
Yeah,
he
puts
usually
to
puts you in a
sleep.
wheelchair.
Okay, put you in the hospital wheelchair.
Yeah.
Takes you home.
Put you to sleep with
You
a
wake up.
with
You
a
still got a
chokehold.
broken foot and
Yeah.
missing a kidney.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty bad.
Well, no, I think he put a cast on him. If that was the case, he put
Right.
he like fixed
oh,
it. He
okay.
really did help you.
Oh, okay.
But then he took a kidney, kind of like his payment, I guess. You know.
Yeah, like the devil.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, dude. You come to a crossroads and you got to give up an organ. Which one
yeah,
you giving
or,
up?
a-
Right.
or a fiddle.
I mean, the liver can be regrown. I've heard that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why I
But you
treat
can't
mine
just
poorly.
take a whole liver out. It's not going to grow.
What?
You
Yeah.
gotta leave a
You
portion
got
of
to
it
cut
back.
some of it.
Like a
yeah.
starfish. Yep.
Yeah. Everything's like.
Yeah, dude.
But really, what's the haunting here that's happening?
That's the thing, man. Is like,
I'll ask it on my part.
yeah. Go ahead. Oh, you asking on the episode?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
The icebreaker.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. I need to know more deets
All right.
because, like, I read a little snippet, but I know you got the background.
Yeah, I did a couple interviews.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 3, 2.
Hey, fellas.
Hello, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
So, obviously, just like with the Green Swamp episode,
That's
episode
right.
100, I was told little to none information.
That's right.
All I hear about this place is that they sell books.
Yep.
And that it's haunted.
That's right.
And then at the beginning, I hear that a man passed away
Yeah.
and that there have been books flying off the shelves,
That's right.
which they're behind me. And I'm thankful that they're not flying off.
Right. As of right now.
But are there any other reports, maybe misdeeds or anything else that happened at this place?
It's interesting, man.
And
Because
then how do we get access to it?
well, that's the question. So there have been a lot of folks here who there's been one incident of death that we know of
Yeah.
during Hurricane Charlie. Someone passed away
Oh,
from
when the 3 hurricanes came
from wind
through.
speeds. Yeah.
They were in
Yeah.
here by themselves.
Right. They had broken in and they weren't
Taking
supposed to be in
shelter.
here.
Mm.
And the next thing you know, like the winds picked up and he didn't do well and didn't make it through the night. And so there is that. I guess the only other thing would be like, whoa, that book just moved, dude.
What?
Okay. It
Did you
may
see
have been- Yeah, I saw that. I also
Quick-
saw a
yeah,
human
quick flight.
on the other side.
Oh, I didn't see a human.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, y'all are going to get me.
Okay.
They're trying to get me, but they're not going to get
Well,
me.
okay. I was
I'm
going
too
to say
keen.
someone did pass, but there's only one passing, but there's a ton of stories of folks who've been in here studying late at night and they hear something where it sounds like someone growling or it sounds like something's moving or they'll go, oh, someone's here. Like there's footsteps. And
Yeah.
then when they go around the corner, there's no one there.
Okay.
So it's very stereotypical
Okay.
ghost stories on the surface.
yeah.
I think what bothers me the most is when we offered to investigate how quickly they said, yes, you should spend the night.
Yeah. No, that's concerning. I didn't know it happened that fast. I assumed you had to talk them into it.
No, it was very little negotiation. When I said, yeah, listen, all of our other plans fell through. Do you want us to investigate this ghost?
Okay.
And they go, yeah, bring a sleeping bag.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm not going to be sleeping, especially with the big lights on my face.
Right.
But no, I'm excited about this one just because I feel like there's obviously
Okay,
we're
something
in-
just fell
we're
behind
in
us.
good
A
company.
romance book just flew off.
Oh, okay.
Well, but okay, that's weird because they were. I see our.
We're
other
not even
people over
kidding.
there.
Yeah, our crew's over there, and
Yeah.
a book just flew off the shelf
yeah.
back here behind us.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not being roped into this,
Oh.
listeners. I'm with you, in the safety of your home. But I thought we'd come together. We'd tell our own scary stories.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Like when I was a kid,
Okay.
my uncle, they lived in the city, and he was killed by these gangsters.
Okay.
That's
He-
terrifying.
yeah, no, it was bad. Him and his lady. And then what happened to him is I don't know how it happened, but he came back to life and painted his face white with black on it, and then hunted down all the bad guys.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and then some people they decided to honor him, and they called him the Crow. So
Why do you paint his face white and
as
then
a
black?
as a traditional
Just
crow.
as like a terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like the old white crow.
Yeah, the old white faced crow
Yeah.
with black eyes. And it was scary. And I liked the way the sad part is
Yeah,
Bruce Lee's son tried to honor my uncle.
sure.
By making a movie about him.
Yeah. And then they shot him.
Yeah, he really died, man. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Just
Wow.
like your uncle, though.
So
Yeah.
So your uncle's still alive to this day?
No, he passed and then came out of the ground and then hunted down those killers. And then Brandon Lee made a movie about them
And
Yeah,
then-
called The Crow.
but is he still walking amongst us?
I guess so. Yeah. I did. I realize what you're saying. No, more gangsters killed.
No.
They came around to you, they came for
Yeah,
revenge.
it's
Like
been 3 times.
It's
this
like a
has happened.
circle.
Yeah.
But for them, they thought it was just like a. I thought you said you killed that guy.
Yeah.
That's
and they're like,
exactly
"Oh, my
what
bad."
happened. Yeah.
And then they killed him
And then
again.
another guy played him in the movie.
Oh, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Okay.
whoa, whoa.
Okay.
That's not. That's weird. That's
Yeah.
That's a Daniel Steele book.
just flew off the shelf.
They
Okay.
keep throwing books off.
Why?
Yeah.
What makes it go so angry? They start throwing books. Maybe they were illiterate.
Yeah, I think.
And they were like, I could never read.
Yeah,
And they
that
throw
would
the
make
book.
me mad. I watched a guy on TikTok, and he was sad about not being able to read.
Yeah.
It brought a tear to my eye.
Well, I just want to summarize your story, man. Your uncle was killed by a gang, came back to life, to
Him
get
and his
revenge.
lady, okay?
Him and his lady came back to life.
No, the lady didn't for some reason.
Okay, so only he came back to life,
Yeah.
and he killed the gang. But they made a movie about him, and the guy that started the movie died. But then your uncle was still around on Earth, so the gang's new members came and killed him again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough, dude. I don't know what type of,
It's a
circle. Yeah.
The cycle of violence,
It's
man.
like
Right.
Sisyphus, you know?
Sisyphus.
Pushing that stone. Yeah. Murder.
Which is funny you say that because
Violence
my
begets
screen-
violence.
My screen name in middle school was Sissyfist,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
And your bio was pushing that stone. Always.
Yeah.
always pushing that stone, man. That's so crazy. You say that
Yeah,
like
now
capital.
it's kidney stones.
Yep.
It is, man. It's kind of
Too much
I'm
Mountain
drinking
Dew.
a lot of cranberry juice, and
Mhm.
I have a scary story, man, and it's similar to Josh's uncle, resurrection and then murdered
What
twice.
was his name? I told you his name.
White Crow?
Yeah, but what was his real name? I mentioned it in
Oh,
the
sorry.
story.
I just know his
Alberto.
Alberto Crow.
Alberto Crow.
Yeah.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Uncle Al. You called him
Yeah.
Uncle Al.
Big Al.
When I was little, man, this is a true story. I was invited to spend the night at this guy's house, and I'm not gonna say his name on the show. so
Terry.
I'm gonna make
Terry, we all know it's you. Terry.
Terry's family. Was,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll call him Terry, but his family is from Dubai, and they owned a hotel.
Yeah.
And he invited me to come spend the night at the house. And whenever I
Not the Dubai house.
no, their local hotel.
Okay.
And what's crazy, man, is one of my mom-in-laws would say to me like, "Hey, like test the spirits before
Like
you go
poke
over
'em?
there." I think so,
Like
but
provoke them.
provoke
That's the
or
word I
like
meant.
provoke
Yeah.
them, yeah. But
You were
but
missing a letter.
Propose.
I was 11, dude. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know what that even meant.
Yeah.
And I just know that like I was a shy, quiet kid, and so my parents were like, "Hey, like, we want you to make friends. Like, go spend the night at his house.
Ghost spend the night?
Ghost spend the night at his house."
I get it now. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
My dad was like, "Hey, silly fist, like go over there,
Push that stone over there.
push
Yeah.
that stone over at his house." But so I go in, and immediately I'm a bit uncomfortable because their traditions weren't like mine. So Terry's family, they were Hindu.
Mhm.
And so just by the nature of it, I was a little uncomfortable. But then they started talking about how like there's certain things that they needed to happen
Yeah.
for some of their prayers to be answered, and they kept saying there was like a bride ceremony was what they were looking to
Yeah.
have happen.
Well, they got the octopus arm deity, right?
Shiva.
Yep.
And so,
Vishnu.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cat food.
yes. And so they had said, like, and I thought they were referring to my friend Terry's older sister,
Yeah.
who was just
Sherry.
olive skinned, Sherry, olive skinned, just beauty. And I was like,
Do you want to
"Man."
marry you?
Well, that's what I thought. If I'm the bridegroom, like if this is the marriage ceremony, like I'll marry her to
And
help
how old are you?
to help your prayers. I was 11, 12.
Prime age.
In my
though.
silly fist stage.
Yeah.
but
you were mature for an 11-year-old.
I hit pubes around 8, 8 or 9.
Your own?
It was a summer, yeah.
Okay.
I remember just sweating profusely and looking and going like, oh, I got hair,
Overnight.
I got hair under my arms. But anyways, as I get there and like more and more families start showing up, dude. Just like cars pull up,
Mhm.
blacked out windows. They get out, more and more
Cool.
family.
Yeah.
And I realized, man, the ceremony's happening tonight. That's what's
Wow.
crazy. It's happening
Oh,
tonight.
okay.
And so like what I would always say before I go
Sounds like an arranged marriage that you didn't know you were a part of.
that's exactly what it was.
Mhm.
But it wasn't a marriage, you see. It
No,
was
I don't.
sacrifice.
Okay.
And so luckily when I got there, I had said before the sleepover, like, hey man, like if my tummy starts hurting, I'm gonna have to get out of here. Like,
Dude,
I
this
can't-
is The Village. I've seen this movie.
no. Well, hold on. Maybe I mean, if your uncle had a movie made about his experience, maybe I had one made about mine.
Yeah.
So we go out in the woods behind the hotel, and there were these creatures in wearing these red shawls,
Yeah.
and they would like
You're
kinda-
right. No, I was wrong.
Yeah, they were kind of scoot by. But no, honestly, man, I ended up just like leaving and going down to a store that was like 3 blocks down and called my mom on a payphone
Yeah.
because, and to this day, I have no idea what they were up to or what was going on.
I do remember that sister trying to get you in the shower.
And that was a real thing.
Yeah.
And what's funny,
This is my story, and
and I'm sure Michael has a real story as well.
Yep,
But like,
yep, yep.
but my mom came pick me up, and like I think she thought that I was just like scared to like spend the night with a new friend or like make new friends, and like I told her like, Mom, like like their entire family was there, like
Mhm.
dozens of people,
yeah,
and
it's a big house.
I think they were gonna marry me off to an
Yeah.
older sister or older sibling or whatever. And my mom
There's
took
a
me
big compound. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Tampa or heard of Tampa.
home.
Right off of 75, there's a big compound, and it's owned by like a Indian doctor.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And
Terry.
it's huge though.
Terry.
Google it, Luke.
can you look up
Google.
just type in
Google.
huge compound Indian doctor?
Yeah,
It should
Indian
come- it should
doctor,
come up.
Tampa
Terry.
home. Trust me,
No,
it's huge, and it's like right where like houses are, but it's like a whole compound taking over like blocks.
really.
It's wild. Yeah,
Have you seen? Not. I mean, just
I'll Google it for you guys.
this is coming out like right now.
Yep.
When we're filming this, 'cause this
Yes.
is not quite Halloween yet.
Yeah.
But there was a cemetery place like where they embalm bodies and do all the morgue.
crematorium.
There was a morgue that's been on the news where they found 150 bodies.
Yeah,
They actually didn't like bury or cremate for these families. They were just
Wow.
saving them.
crazy.
And they showed up and found 150 bodies. So like, it's
How
actually
do you want your body disposed of?
there's these bulbs that they turn you into a tree. So like they bury you, and then your body becomes a tree, and the tree comes out of the ground.
Yeah.
But it's just a seed with your ashes.
But
Do
I
you-
would be
do
a
you feel
cashew
You
tree.
just dirt.
I think you would feel a little bit of it. I think spiritually it'd be impossible not to.
Yeah.
Like if you believe in heaven, you're there, and like a little sprout comes out.
But like if all right, so you're the tree and fruit gets picked, what happens to you? Do you lose a kidney?
dang it, man.
It's like I think it's like like whenever someone pulls out your hair on accident,
Yeah.
or like a brush, kind of
Like
like
my
pulls your hair a little
necklace,
bit.
yeah.
Like it hurts, but it's not like you're not gonna never go around that person again.
Right. Yeah. A dog pees on you.
So Josh looked it up, and
Yeah, yeah.
he's handing it to Michael now.
Okay, so according to Tampa
Facts,
Bay
baby.
Times, Dr. Kiran
shit.
Patel's estate covers an enormous 17 acres in Hillsborough County, where it is the largest residential compound ever built.
I said
property's
compound. It
houses-
says compound.
32,000 square feet.
32,000.
Mansion with 2 multi-bedroom wings.
Baby, I'm telling
Each
you.
has its own entrance.
If
and
you're
separate
gonna if you're
courtyards.
single and you're wanting to get married, marry into this family.
yeah,
That's my question, though, man. Are you saying I missed out on something like this?
You might have.
by not
yeah,
marrying?
100%.
you could have been living in one of those.
That I would have never
compounds.
met you guys.
Even better, baby.
That's okay.
Oh,
Look at your home.
It would be good for you.
that is my home. If you're watching the live stream now, you can see Lucas put that on there. It's like a small city, man.
Do you know the food you can have DoorDash in Tampa?
compared to here,
Yeah, I'm talking like ice cream
right?
any time of the
Burgers,
day. Yeah, your turn.
pizza.
There was a situation that happened years ago where they had tiger tacos. in actual tiger meat
Go
tacos
on.
in Tampa.
Oh yeah, there was. Yeah.
And it was like exotic meats.
Exotic meat. Micah. Micah Patel.
Yeah.
He was telling me about this. He used to go.
Come on.
Really?
They have the tiger, lion. Yep.
And you would take a bite of the taco and be a little spicy, and they go, "Oh, well, that's tiger meat."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's crazy. It's like a little food cart. Yeah.
But they got shut down. But like I used to, and so just to segue into your scary story,
Is tiger meat illegal?
tiger meat is illegal, but not tiger's blood, the snow cone flavor.
Yep.
Oh, have you
So-
ever
Or
put
Or like
tiger balm on
tiger
you, though?
tea.
Tiger tea.
Yeah, or tiger balm. Have you ever had that for
No.
muscles?
Like we have sore muscles.
Yeah, like
Tiger
it-
balm. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, it'll burn you.
Yep. I like it.
That's interesting, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Are you saying bomb or balm?
both.
Michael, do you have a scary
All of
story,
them.
man? Like any kind of demonic presence?
It's got to
Yeah, I
be big.
do,
This is
I do.
episode 250.
I do.
Groundbreaking. Like people will come back to this episode and say,
Yeah. I got one. Wow, that tiger looks. That's
Yeah.
was that a lion?
What?
Florida tiger.
Luke put a tiger on the
Lion
live stream
meat.
screen, but there's no nose on it. There's no. Is it like a stunted?
"It's
like
a hybrid." I think.
It's got some
Ah.
spots, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, like a pig tiger.
So that's the best you could do with tiger.
I'm sorry.
Um,
So you had a scary story.
Yeah, I got a scary story.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had an uncle once, and he was
Congrats.
he was like a journalist that kind of like dabbled in the paranormal investigation stuff.
Okay.
But really just kind of stick to the straight news and worked for a newspaper. But he got news of this little town in Kansas that was getting these sightings of like this big like winged creature. They would say
Yeah.
that there was like this big winged creature with red eyes, and like they would just feel this like
Yeah.
really eerie sense of dread.
Yeah.
And
So
so
they
he,
give
he-
him the Jeepers Creepers.
yeah, given the Jeepers Creepers, and so he actually started investigating with these different families that had
Of
accounts,
course,
right?
Yeah.
And he would go to them and he would say, hey, what happened, and
Yeah.
has anyone recently contacted you since these sightings happened? And everyone would kind of report that these men, these tall men with kind of like 1950s like gangsterish suits,
Yeah.
Very-
Zoot suits.
very zoot suits, yeah, that's what they called them, pinstripes with a scarf, like a big bad gangster,
Oh, like a
Um,
rockabilly.
and like like a rockabilly gangster. Anyway, they were really pale, and just kind of strange, like they just didn't have they just had weird mannerisms, right?
Okay.
And so they said that they came and they would talk to them and
Mhm.
kind of just like ask them weird questions about their life that maybe didn't have anything in relation to the incident that happened,
Yeah.
but just kind of ask these strange off-brand questions, and then would dig into a little bit of the sightings and then kind of leave. And so as he's talking to these different families, he's kind of seeing
Mhm.
a pattern of these men ended up following up with these families
Mhm.
after they sighted this winged creature. And so he kind of follows this trail around, trying to figure out exactly what this means, right?
Yeah.
And he's feeling like there's an impending there's just something that's going to happen in this town,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And so
Like that he's gonna do.
right, and so
Like guilt.
right,
Yes.
and so he actually gives his card out to these families that are experiencing these different
Like his credit card.
right,
debit
yeah,
card.
his credit card, so they can go buy themselves a coffee or a shake or something like
Right.
that. But then his business card too, so they
Okay.
can call him.
Okay.
And so one of these families, they're driving and they actually swerve off the road because they see this monster again. It's
This
this
is getting
big,
intense.
giant. I mean, it's probably like an 8-foot monster with
not that
wings that kind of almost look like a butterfly, but a little bit tattered. And so and then these glowing red eyes. And so
Hit him.
They swerve off the road.
Yeah.
And they call him and say, "Hey, we saw it again. Come, you got to get to I think it's like Interstate 37 or whatever.
Get here before the Rockabillys.
Get here before the Rockabillys get here." So he goes and actually tracks this monster into a power plant in the area, and so he goes into the power plant,
Mhm.
and it was really interesting because everyone had kind of described this feeling of dread, right? This
Right.
feeling like they just couldn't shake it in their bones, like this
Yeah.
cold, chilling sense of something bad is going to happen. And he said that he was walking through the power plant, and there was a distinct area radius of which he could walk into
Mhm.
and feel that sense of dread, feel like there was something that was going to
Like
happen to him.
nuclear energy.
Yeah.
Yep. And sure enough, as he stepped into there, he looked up and he saw that creature, that big winged creature
No.
with the red eyes glowing, looking down at him.
Twilight.
And so he saw it for himself, and then it left. and he kind of followed up with the family, talked to them a little bit
because
more.
he was a doubting Thomas before.
Right,
Right.
yeah. I mean, he's just doing normal journalism.
Both. Of them.
But now he's dabbling more into the supernatural.
Right.
Yeah.
And so he ends up, kind of staying in this town a little bit more. And, and there's a couple more sightings. He's talking to people. And then all of a sudden, he just keeps feeling like June 17th. All these different puzzle pieces are coming together.
I
June
feel
17th.
like, I'm not going to interrupt your spooky story,
Yeah.
but I am. I feel like if I'm a scary monster,
Okay.
the last person I want to see me is a journalist. Someone that can put pen to the paper
Because then everybody.
and then touch
No one
touch heartstrings.
You've always said this. No one tells my story but me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this journalist, your uncle, sees and now, I mean, June 17th is
Yep.
this impending doom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So so he wakes up on June 17th and sees that there's actually a bridge in the city that had gone out, and 43 people actually died. When the bridge went out
On June 17th.
on June 17th.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this creature, this winged creature with the red eyes, was more like a prophet in a way.
Yeah, kind
So
of like a prophet.
people were
But
scared of
was
the
it
outside.
warning?
It was a warning.
It was a warning. It was a warning
Oh,
to them, and
Yeah.
and
Like a trumpet.
and as he's digging into a little bit more of the lore of the city, turns out that there was a Native American chief that
Go on.
that was killed in that city.
Come on, man.
And right before he died, his last words were
June 17th.
that I will curse the ground that you and your family walk on for generations and generations to come. And if you trace that back, he actually died on June 17th.
That's such a bummer, man.
That's so crazy, dude.
Why do you have to kill 40 people?
He got his revenge, man.
I guess.
That and they call that's the
oh,
thing,
he
man.
jumped?
Yeah, they all jumped off the bridge.
Yeah, by
Yeah.
like pale faces? Was the Indian chief.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, they didn't jump off the bridge. The bridge collapsed.
No, I'm saying was the Indian chief jumped by a bunch of pale faces.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like
that's why he came back.
That's why he came
like
back.
blood
yeah.
in, blood out. Yeah, I see what
Yes,
you're saying.
thank you.
Yeah.
Man,
That's my
it's like
thing.
I'm talking to my sister's kids over here.
It is like okay, but it is like it does speak a lot to
Sorry, babe. I get nervous.
it does
With
speak a lot
ghosts
to
around.
our budget for transportation in this country.
Right.
And our bridges are in
Yeah.
disarray. Our highways are falling apart. And this creature shows up and it shows you how we judge a book by its cover, right? Because
Yep.
it's very scary traditionally, but the message that it was bringing was
Your infrastructure's weak.
your infrastructure's weak.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you keep going over this bridge,
Yeah.
40 some odd folks are going to lose their lives. And then and look
It
what
was
we
so
are.
clear, though. Like, now that you've told the story,
Yes.
like looking back, I should have been able to predict it. Like
Where-
the
where
first
it
or
ended.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a prophecy, man. Prophecy.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is my birthday's June 21st, which is 4 days after June 17th, mathematically.
Yeah.
And I never got a birthday party growing up because my parents would always like be mourning the bridge and mourning like that
Oh, yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
So by the time 21st came around, they would say, well, if we're feeling good this year or feeling better, we'll get you
Yeah.
some presents or have a party, but they never were
Mhm.
feeling good about it.
This is true.
So, man, that's wild, dude. So,
Yeah.
I
But
don't,
for real, back to my icebreaker,
okay.
guys. What's the scariest movie you guys have ever seen? That's what I really wanted to ask you guys. Sorry, we went off on a tangent.
I didn't mean to tell scary stories for a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we have this conversation? Because
Yeah.
the scariest movie I've ever seen is Hereditary.
Okay.
It
yeah.
really messed me up,
Yeah.
man.
Was it the head banging? Because
And
that's where it jumped the shark for
the,
me.
that was what scared me.
See, I
Because
thought
she's on the ceiling banging her
Yeah.
head, and the kid's going, "Mom, stop! Mom, stop!" Like that. Like
if
got
you're a
me,
kid
dude.
and your mom has levitated and reversed and is banging, mom stop's not gonna do nothing.
She's a tough spot. Yeah.
yeah,
She's in a tough spot
yeah, she did reverse it.
physically.
Well, no, let me tell you something, bro. This is true. This is one of my earliest memories. I was
Yeah.
like 5 or
Your
6.
mom upside down.
I went to the dentist, and they give you like a treat for going to the dentist and sitting still.
Yeah, tooth.
Yeah, your tooth. And the dentist just remember people would sock you with a knuckle.
Oh, that's not
My-
frog.
My frog you.
Yeah.
My dentist would frog my tooth out and then give it to me every time I,
I
went.
get it. That's quick.
I'm not sure you went to the dentist. man.
Hell yeah.
No,
How's your
yeah.
kidney?
Yeah, it's gone.
Got your kidney.
Yeah, but no. So, after a successful visit, they let me pick out of the treasure chest, and in the treasure chest
Oh,
was
yeah.
fake vampire teeth.
Mm.
So I take them home, and I say to my mom, like, "Hey, put these in and try to scare me. You can't scare me. You can't scare me."
No.
Bro, this is one of my earliest memories.
Okay.
My mom puts him in and turns around, and I start
No.
like Luke King bicycle kicking her, bro. Like,
What?
in the stomach.
Wow.
She gets so mad at me. She's like, "It's clearly me." And bro, like my brain couldn't comprehend
Yeah,
it. Like my
until
mom's
you
a
kick the
vampire
teeth
now.
out.
Like yeah, I kicked her so hard.
It's
dude.
like when Jordan puts on that mask. I
the wolf
forget,
mask?
I forget
Yeah.
what it's in,
Yeah.
because I mean, well, the juxtaposition between Jordan being so handsome and then like the
And then
mask
kind,
being like
yeah.
and the mask being like so threatening and like
Yeah.
and plus like I don't know, dude.
And then you try to take it off him. You're like, is it gonna hurt?
Yeah, no.
And then he goes, you.
you.
And then he goes, and then he just says, it just says Bane.
Yeah.
And then the movie starts.
Was that?
Dude,
That's a good-
I know movies.
Bro, I love the title sequencing in that trilogy. Like the Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and then Bane Part 3.
Yeah.
So good,
Like,
bro.
why announce the bad guy?
Yeah, why spoil it for everybody, Christopher Nolan?
Bane.
For you. Josh, what's your scariest movie, man? Because I feel like you've seen some
Okay.
pretty like some doozies.
So the people under the stairs was really scary.
What was it about?
Adopted kids that were put under stairs.
Oh, that's hurtful.
Wow,
Yeah, and it happens in real life.
it's sad.
Yeah. It makes you think about it.
Luckily, we got Ashton Kutcher out there. You know, he
Was
said
he like the comic relief in the movie?
yeah, he jumped on the screen. He's
Yeah,
like,
he would be like,
you've been
"Yowzers!
you've been spunked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've been spunked under the stairs."
No, it
That's
was
a good
just,
Ashton Kutcher, man.
yeah.
Thanks, bro.
He's like,
this-
oh, Jackie.
Now I'm high again. Oh no!
you spunked. Everybody
Fez?
spunked. So people under the stairs was good. The first 10 minutes of It Follows scary because that's how
Man,
far I made
love
it.
that movie, bro.
Yeah, just because it can be anything, and then you realize like, oh, it's just some old bag.
Yeah, but it's someone that you love.
Spoilers, come on now.
It's someone
Yeah.
that it's always someone that you love and admire.
Yeah, but then you just can kill it in the pool.
That was how they ended. Yeah.
They
Whoops.
drowned the ghost in the pool.
I,
Yeah.
okay. I will
The
say.
ghost couldn't see water.
I will say.
Isn't that like Jason too?
Is that how they killed Jason?
Yeah,
drowned him.
water.
Yeah.
Jason too?
He couldn't
In
swim.
water.
Oh, wow.
I think he's having like heavy boobs or
and
something. He
Jaws
just, like,
died in
sank.
water.
Yep.
What's up
What's
with
with the
this?
bad guys dying in the water?
Yeah,
What's up with all the water?
Bro,
spunked.
Bane
Bane died in water.
drowned. You
In the
remember
water.
at the end where Batman drowned him?
Yeah.
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 No. Okay. So
Oh,
dude.
that was Angels and Demons too. He had the
He's
bomb.
like, whoa, you're drowning
And
me.
they put the bomb in water.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
With the Pope was the demon.
Yep.
Okay, so remember that movie, Paranormal Activity Part 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, so that marketing campaign pushed it as like found footage.
Yes.
This is like
yes,
real.
Yes.
Dude, that was as far as like theatrical experiences go, one of my favorite like times in the movies because people were
Yes.
getting up and leaving.
Yeah, it was scary.
They were so
It was
scared they would
very
get up and
scary.
leave, bro.
Yeah.
Until they showed the footprints, and then you're like,
That's the thing, bro. That's what
"It's
hit-
some duck. Is it a duck walking through here?
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
is it some three-toed?
Three-toed demon.
Yeah,
Well, Hitchcock got it right, man, because it's like he would never show the baddie. He would never
Sure,
show
sure.
what was
Yeah.
going on. Because what's scarier up here, and this is write this down. What's scarier up here in your brain, listeners, is way worse than what you could actually see with your
watch
eyes.
this. I'm about to close it down,
Okay.
and that's why they banned books because
Yeah.
people think like, oh, it's naughty. I picture naughty when I
Right.
read a book.
Come on.
You know, by like Zane,
Come
I can
on.
picture the dirty stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then kids can picture the dirty stuff, but kids don't have all the memories I got.
Right.
So kids can't picture the dirty stuff.
Kids don't remember Freak Nick.
But that's why
99.
adults ban books because they go, that's raunchy.
I see what you're saying.
Because the imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's a good word.
Preach.
Michael, do you have a scary movie?
Yeah, I was actually going to say Paranormal Activity Part 1.
Oh, really?
I think that was was
Yeah.
the scariest movie because I when it came out I was like maybe 11 o'clock. I was,
Yeah.
Were you prayed up?
I was no, I wasn't. I wasn't going to church back then. Yep, I'm a chump for that. But yeah, I was about 11 years old, and I remember watching it at a sleepover. One of
Oh
my
my
friends,
God.
we all got together and watched it like at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's
And,
so
and,
devil's
it,
scary.
and, and
hour.
it was at the time where, you know, it was kind of like the vibe was this is real found footage.
Yeah.
So we watched it and it was really scary. Yeah, freaked me out.
I remember dude sleeping over at a friend's house one time, and it was in Jacksonville of all places, and he was talking about how like there were voices in the house.